On this January 6th anniversary, what should people in Wisconsin keep in mind about the insurrection 5 years ago? I know you're probably thinking I'd offer up something about Derek Van Orden, the insurrection-adjacent member of Congress, but truly we've learned after all these years he's nothing more than a lapdog for Donald Trump, just yipping and yapping on social media, always barking just beyond the length of his leash. I'd argue the person we really need to keep in mind today is Tom Tiffany, who was in the legislature, now a member of Congress, and a leading candidate for governor. Even as everybody was understanding the gravity of the situation that day 5 years ago, Tom Tiffany voted against certifying the election results from a couple of states with absolutely no evidence that there was any kind of election fraud. Even more troubling, Tiffany signed his name to a brief in support of a Texas lawsuit seeking to overturn the results of the 2020 election. Tom Tiffany supported letting a right-wing court throw out Wisconsin votes and let the court decide who should win an election rather than the voters. So the question on a day like this is, what would Tom Tiffany be like as Wisconsin's next governor? You know, the Tom Tiffany who supported throwing out the results of a Wisconsin election. The Tom Tiffany who voted to enact rigged maps. The Tom Tiffany who supported a lame duck attack on the powers of a governor even before getting sworn in. The same Tom Tiffany who supports enacting more roadblocks between voters and voting. And now, the Tom Tiffany who supports Donald Trump's not exactly legal move to put American troops in harm's way in invading an oil-rich country by a president who is not even pretending to care about the cost of living or making sure your health care is accessible and affordable, and a host of other things a president could be working on instead. If Tom Tiffany supports all of that, you have to ask yourself, what else would Tom Tiffany be willing to do in the name of power? If Democrats win a majority in the legislature in elections later this year, what would he be willing to rig to try to prevent that from happening? And looking ahead, how safe would you feel about the 2028 presidential election results in Wisconsin with Tom Tiffany as governor? Sure, Derek Van Orden was on the Capitol grounds back on January 6th, but Tom Tiffany could wield real power if he's inaugurated governor by the next time January 6th rolls around. The political violence he has supported has only been on paper, but it has still been powerful just the same. And so it is fair to ask, what kind of leadership will Wisconsin voters show to the country the next time we mark the anniversary of this awful day?